When you hear the name Formula One, what images rush into your mind? Perhaps it's the shriek of high-revving engines on a sunlit track, the blur of aerodynamic machines tearing through corners at superhuman speeds. Or maybe it's the raw adrenaline of watching some of the world's most elite athletes battle for glory, where the margin between success and disaster is thinner than a strand of carbon fiber. But what if I told you that Formula One is more than just the pinnacle of motorsport? What if I told you that its greatest legacy might not be trophies or speed records, but the very vehicle sitting quietly in your driveway? Yes, the same high-performance technology designed to win races is silently working every time you drive to work, pick up groceries, or head out for a weekend road trip. Because Formula One isn't just about racing. It's about innovation, relentless, uncompromising, high-stakes innovation. And the results have changed the world of cars forever. Let's take a journey into how the cutting-edge science of Formula One has shaped the way we drive today. Formula One is often called the fastest laboratory on Earth. And with good reason. In this world, everything is measured in fractions of a second. A tenth of a second might separate pole position from mid-pack. A tiny aerodynamic tweak could mean the difference between a podium finish and disappointment. That level of precision requires obsession. F1 teams spend hundreds of millions of dollars annually on research and development, testing, simulating, and refining every component, from engine architecture to how a drop of rain might affect tyre grip at 300 kilometers per hour. And yet, this obsession doesn't stay locked behind the gates of a racetrack. Because as engineers in Formula One push the boundaries of what's possible, they often unlock ideas that make their way into the cars you and I drive every day. What starts as an exotic, expensive solution at 200 mph slowly evolves into accessible, everyday reliability and performance. Let's start with aerodynamics. Back in the 1960s, Formula One engineers began realizing that the shape of a car could be just as important as the engine inside it. Spoilers, wings, diffusers, all aimed at controlling airflow, reducing drag, and increasing grip. Today, this once revolutionary thinking is found in nearly every modern car. Look at your vehicle's silhouette, the curved edges, the sloped rear, the barely noticeable lines flowing across the body. These aren't just artistic choices. They are born from wind tunnel experiments conducted by F1 teams decades ago. Your car's underbody may be smoothed out to reduce turbulence. Your rear spoiler, whether obvious or subtle, helps with stability at highway speeds. Even the placement of your side mirrors might be angled based on airflow data borrowed straight from the racetrack. These aerodynamic improvements mean better handling, quieter rides, and, perhaps most importantly, greater fuel efficiency. So the next time your car glides down the freeway with minimal wind resistance, you have a Formula One wind tunnel to thank. Just torture. Now let's talk about safety. F1 has seen its share of tragedy, especially during the 1980s and 1990s, when several high-profile crashes highlighted just how dangerous motorsport could be. But out of those dark moments came a revolution in safety engineering. Crumple zones that absorb impact forces, cockpit structures reinforced with carbon fiber, head and neck restraint systems, high-strength rollover protection. These weren't just designed to protect drivers, they set a new standard. And they didn't stay on the track. Today, nearly every modern vehicle is built with crumple zones that absorb energy during a crash. Side impact beams, reinforced cabins, and intelligent restraint systems are now standard, saving lives every day on public roads. Even technologies like traction control and anti-lock braking, once banned in Formula One for being too effective, eventually became essential in everyday cars, improving stability in difficult conditions. What started as a push for survival at 200 miles per hour now helps families stay safe at 60. Siage? Let's shift gears, literally. Not long ago, gear shifting was a manual process. Clunky, loud, impractical in stop-and-go traffic. Then came a seismic shift, introduced in Formula One. In 1989, Ferrari brought paddle shifters to the sport, allowing drivers to shift gears without taking their hands off the steering wheel. The result? Lightning-fast gear changes, uninterrupted concentration, and far greater control. This technology was a game-changer, and it didn't take long for it to enter the consumer market. Today, paddle shifters are found in sports cars, performance sedans, and even in some compact vehicles. They offer quicker shifts, improved driving comfort, and better fuel efficiency. And if your car uses a dual clutch or semi-automatic transmission, you're benefiting directly from innovations that were once exclusive to the elite world of F1. Gittimasa. Next up, hybrid technology. When Formula One introduced hybrid power units in 2014, it wasn't a move driven by politics or regulation, it was performance. These systems combine traditional combustion engines with energy recovery systems. By harvesting energy from braking and exhaust heat, and then reusing it to boost acceleration, F1 teams created machines that were not only more powerful, but significantly more fuel efficient. Sound familiar? Today's hybrid cars, from the Toyota Prius to luxury plug-in SUVs, use regenerative braking systems that work on the exact same principle. Energy that would otherwise be wasted as heat is instead captured and reused. The result is better mileage, cleaner emissions, and a smoother, more intelligent driving experience. All thanks to lessons learned under the relentless pressure of race day. But the influence doesn't stop at engines and brakes. Let's talk about tyres and stopping power. F1 tyres are a marvel of engineering. Developed in collaboration with companies like Pirelli, they must endure extreme temperatures, immense cornering forces, and split-second performance shifts. And while you won't be driving on racing slicks anytime soon, the tyre technology from F1 has trickled down in significant ways. Modern tyres today, whether for all seasons, high performance, or touring, offer better grip, more predictable wear, and superior performance in wet and dry conditions. Much of that progress stems from research done for the racetrack. And brakes? Formula One was one of the first adopters of carbon ceramic braking systems, lightweight, durable, and capable of handling incredible amounts of heat. Today, these same systems are found in many high-end performance cars and are gradually appearing in more affordable models. The next time you come to a smooth, quick stop, remember, your braking system has been shaped by decades of racing excellence. Formula One cars are more than machines. They are data centers on wheels. Through telemetry, they transmit a constant stream of real-time information on engine temperatures, tyre wear, fuel loads, and suspension dynamics, back to engineers in the pit. This approach has radically changed the way modern cars are built. Today, the electronic control units in your car monitor a vast network of sensors, continuously checking engine health, tyre pressure, brake efficiency, and more. Warning lights on your dashboard? That's telemetry at work. Remote diagnostics at the dealership? That too. Even predictive maintenance systems that suggest when you need service. These ideas were forged in the high-speed fires of Formula One engineering. And finally, let's talk about the future. Formula One is no longer just about going faster. It's about doing more with less. The sport is now pushing hard towards sustainability, developing carbon-neutral fuels, experimenting with fully synthetic alternatives, and refining electrification strategies. Teams are also pioneering lightweight materials and efficient logistics practices. And as always, what begins in Formula One will eventually shape our roads. We're already seeing the early signs: better battery management in electric vehicles, smarter thermal systems, and ultra-efficient drivetrains. The innovations designed to meet F1's sustainability goals are laying the groundwork for cleaner, smarter transportation for all. So, what's the real legacy of Formula One? It's not just lap records. It's not just championship trophies. It's the quiet hum of your engine on a morning drive, the effortless grip on a rainy road, the seatbelt that keeps your child safe, the hybrid system that lets you drive farther on less fuel. Formula One is everywhere, even if you've never watched a race. The car in your garage is not just a product of consumer engineering. It is the distilled essence of decades of passion, precision, and human ambition, tested under the most extreme conditions and brought home for you. So the next time you turn the key, press the pedal, or tap a paddle shifter, remember, you're not just driving a car. You're driving a legacy. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like, and leave a comment. Which F1 innovation do you wish your car had?